Two points of the pandemic. Firstly, I think anybody in this chamber who stands up and tries to pretend that the pandemic has not had an extremely significant impact on all of this is insulting people's intelligence, and I think actually lacking any credibility. Secondly, I think it is important in the midst of a global pandemic that governments do respond to circumstances, that governments adapt and are flexible, and that is what this government has done, and it is what we will continue to do. So I make no apology for making sure that where there is a need, we're providing extra funding, where there is a need, we are taking new initiatives to help the health service cope with what is an unprecedented set of circumstances. Of course, it is true that we had pressures in our National Health Service before the pandemic, but again, what Douglas Ross doesn't want to look at is the progress that was being made before the pandemic in tackling exactly those problems. So if you take the Waiting Times Improvement Plan, which was published back in October 2018, if we look at outpatients, the number of outpatients who were waiting for the first appointment had reduced by 21% in the 18 months up to March 2020, just before the pandemic struck. The numbers who were waiting over 12 weeks had fallen by over 32%. The number of patients waiting more than 6 weeks for a key diagnostic test had reduced by over 25%. There were more inpatient treatments being offered and patients being seen. So the point I'm making here, Presiding Officer, is yes, there were challenges. Those challenges were being addressed. Real progress was being made. Douglas Ross says no, they weren't. I've just given him the evidence and the facts for the fact that they were. We have had for the past 18 months a global pandemic. We are still in that global pandemic. That is creating the most extreme circumstances for our NHS. So we will continue to take the action in common with governments everywhere to support our NHS. We will focus on that job each and every single day.
Question number 2, Anna Sarwar.